So this is it. What do you think?
It's awesome. Beautiful.
The Mo.
This is the Mo, the makeover house.
This world won't change itself. It's here for us to
Over the next year, the entire team is going to make over this place inside and out. I mean, there's nothing really that wrong with it. It's your typical 3-bedroom home built in the 80s, brick veneer. It's just a little...
Cookie cutter, isn't it? It's plain.
It's cookie cutter.
I think there's a window behind there somewhere.
First job on the list.
Well, actually, we might do a little look-see. You guys can head inside. We'll head outside and have a look around the garden.
Awesome.
Sounds
This
good.
mission brown, it's hurt my eyes. Let's go inside.
It's modern again. You know that, don't
Danny
you?
likes it. Matches Danny.
what's
Danny,
wrong
you're
with Mission
outside with
Brown?
us. You're outside with us.
This is good. Good size.
This is a great size room.
What size of that?
That's a huge TV.
The furniture under it.
That
It
looks
doesn't
like
fit.
An old study desk or something.
You know, I love big TVs, but I think we need to kind of, you know, have something else in the room, a bit more character.
Definitely. Very bland.
It's all about the TV in here, and I don't think it should be.
All right, Hodgie, first impressions.
First impressions, crack in the footpath, pebble creek. What's going on with this lawn? You know, they're doing grass skiing on the weekend here.
Hey, I think there's a lot of potential in this little courtyard area down here.
A lot of potential in that courtyard. It's sunken, so you've already created a little bit of intimacy.
Yeah.
It won't feel like the front yard when we're finished with it.
Beautiful. All right, out back.
See, this is good. Nice surprise.
Kitchen's in good nick,
It's
isn't
in
it?
great condition.
Yeah.
Timber, solid.
Yeah, solid timber.
I think it's pretty sound, but maybe just little cosmetic touches. You know,
Yeah.
a bulkhead, that would make a world of difference.
Yeah, definitely.
Bench tops are great.
Yeah.
And maybe something with the window.
Yeah. Looking out there, there's a massive deck.
It's huge.
And that's just going to give it potential to even open up more, isn't it?
It's such a shame, isn't it? Because it feels very boxed in here. You've got this
Yeah.
beautiful space and you're just begging to see out. I think
Yeah.
we need to do something there, don't you think, to
I
open
think
it
we
up?
definitely can do something.
Yeah,
to open
but
up
this
stuff,
is a bonus.
Yeah.
Wow, what an odd-shaped backyard, but it's actually massive.
It's huge. It goes forever.
Wow.
But it's all disconnected.
Yeah, very disconnected from the house.
But what I'm excited about is over the course of all those segments we're going to do here, we're going to do a lot of gardening, not just landscaping. You know, cutting both these hedges back, getting them down to a compact size, feeding them up so they're really thick,
Yeah.
making them look their absolute best, but taking up a lot less land.
Yeah, OK. Do you know what I like? It's the first time ever we're actually able to see it grow over a period of time.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It'd be awesome.
See, this is where the family live.
Yes.
It just doesn't look very nice. Look at the cracking in the pavement.
Nah, not inviting at all, is it?
Welcoming this all overhead. I think we can make this so beautiful. You know what? We've got to see the laundry. I know there's a laundry around here. Oh, a gem.
Wow, wait. Look at the floor.
That's a treasure from the past.
I don't think I was born when these were around.
I was. I definitely was. Some people would hate us to cover these and get rid of them.
Oh, they would. They would. But coming from a millennial
Okay.
like myself,
Okay, we'll have to decide on this. Maybe you can let us know. Should we keep or should they go?
that's right.
All right, come on, we've got some washing to do.
Let's do it. I'll take the pigs.
Help! Come on.
Yeah, perfect. Stop it. Hello.
So what'd you think?
It looks like a laundry out here.
That's right. So we got the pegs.
Do you know what? You've
Washing.
actually hit the nail on the head. The family have not used this deck for anything other than to hang the washing out because it is so hot.
Scorching hot.
But interesting, you guys came through the laundry. We came up a great big step. It's not really connected in the right place with the house.
It's not. This is where they hang the laundry, and I think that's all they do out here, which is such a waste of space. It's great.
Yeah, it is. It's a fantastic sized deck as well.
And the view. Roof, 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 roof.
We can
roof,
do
roof,
something
roof.
about
Do you know
that.
the best thing
Roof.
about this is these guys sound so excited about the deck. This is going to be your first task.
It's
guys.
got great
Have fun.
potential,
Beautiful,
right?
fantastic. Well, I think we can get the squeak out of the board. Can you hear the squeaks?
First up, come
Yeah,
on, let's
that's
get
the
this
first
dry.
task.
Come
Oh,
on.
apparently
Come
I've got to
on,
hang out those
come on.
washing. So what we're going to do here is create some shade with a couple of sails and add some seating. And by adding a retaining wall at the base of the deck, we can screen out the neighbours with plants. I think this size deck needs a bigger entrance than this, doesn't it?
Well, the step's huge at the moment, but huge in the wrong way. It's huge this way.
Yeah.
I think we need to create a landing out there so it's a gentle in.
I don't want to do anything with the brick. I think we should go with the brick, go au naturel. But, you know, I just think we should celebrate the brick this
That's
year.
good. Well, I'll finish this and then I'll start chopping up some concrete. I'm going to make noise today,
Cheers.
sorry.
Beautiful,
Cheers,
that's all right.
cheers.
That's
Good luck.
all right. I'll be sitting down drinking my tea.
Now, this little machine is probably one of the most dangerous things you can use when you're landscaping. It's definitely not a spectator sport. Don't invite the family and friends around to watch you, but make sure you've got one person watching you. Now, I've got little G up there. He's keeping an eye on me, keeping an eye on the line.
Because this deck is facing west, it absolutely gets smashed by the sun. Now, they've put down some secret fixings, but unfortunately, where all the joins are, they're just popping. So I'm going to go through and top screw all, and that will hold it in place. Before we get started on our retaining wall, this old Pebble Creek path has got to go. And thanks to Jason's hard work with the saw, it'll take no time at all.
It's kick-off time, so while the boys are busy, I thought I'd make a start on some furniture for the deck with some coffee tables as my hero centrepiece. I want to make something a bit different, something round and organic, and something that will bring greenery up onto the deck. So these will be my base, and instead of planting plants in them, the plan is to use this form ply to create kind of lids for each of the pots. And then within the lids, I'm going to cut out circles and use little plant pots, and that's where the greenery goes. So let's get started cutting out circles. For this smaller pot, I want to have two little bursts of greenery, a slightly bigger pot and a smaller one here. So for that, what I've done is just marked out the pot circumference here in the middle. These will go kind of toward the side, just slightly offset. But these edges, well, they're raw. They do need to be sealed from the elements.
And to bring this deck back to life, I'm just putting a timber reviver on it. I'm going to let it sit for about 15 minutes and then hose it off, and you'll see the difference in colour, and this deck will be ready for staining. A great way to frame this deck is with a retaining wall. That's coming up.
You know how I said before I want to celebrate the brick?
Black it is?
Black it is. You reckon? Should we have a look?
Let's pull it out.
Oh, these are really good because they're UV resistant as well, so I think it's going to offer a lot of sun protection as well as make it just generally nicer.
Yeah.
So we'll anchor this side to the house.
Yeah, beautiful. And then we just need someone to dig us a hole, Tars, out here.
Ah, there's a hole
g'day,
there.
buddy.
So,
Anything for you, Tara.
Oh, that was cold.
Oh, good start.
You'll be fine. There's a lot more holes than this one. We've also got to dig all the holes for our retaining wall planter box. This could take a while.
everybody loves Lego, right? Well, if you love your Lego, you're going to love this. Basically, building blocks for grown-ups. Out of this stuff, which is basically little connectors, plastic connectors, and square aluminium tubing, you can make furniture lightweight, durable, easy to assemble. Using a rubber mallet and a block of wood, just knock your pieces together. I'm creating 2 tables to go behind the couches. So exciting. See how quickly this came together? Look at this, you've got a sturdy console table, add a lid. It's a pretty smart piece of furniture.
It's the posts that are going into the ground that give our retaining wall its strength. So if I set the first one and the last one, now I've just got a little bit of dry concrete in the bottom of that. Reason why, heavy clay soil, there's a fair bit of moisture around. Now I can put a bit of water in there, more concrete, set this one, set the last one, put a string line on the top, and I can run all the way through with the other ones. These posts are no different to, say, a fence post. Start at the ends and then fill in the middle.
For such a big deck, this entrance is not wide enough. So I'm going to take this post out, which is great because you can see there couldn't be any more bowed. I'm cutting these wires and I'm going to pull them out. I'm going to take those tensioners and attach it to this post here. Then, this top capping, it is not working. You can see that there's an angle here, so you couldn't even put a refreshing beverage here if you wanted to. I'm going to unscrew it all, take it all down and replace it with something wider. Already feels more welcoming. And we're ready for the pole for the shade sail to go in. You got a good grip on it, boys?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you want it back that way a bit.
We could put a flag on that.
All right. Happy days. Everyone's happy. Well done, Tara. It's always good to work with you. Hodgie, you go all right, mate. Keep it up.
Now, we've got our joints sitting behind our posts, and if you look at the way we've set it out, there's a post at every 1.2, and then they hit right in the middle here behind it. And you can see how we've staggered it. It's exactly like brickwork. If you do it straight on top of each other like that, that'll be a real weak point. This post will bow out. But if you do it in stretcher bond, the pressure's dispersed over every post, and it will stay the straightest for the longest.
Then it's a matter of just repeating the process and building up your layers, filling the new beds with soil and giving everything a coat of paint. To finish off this deck, we're going over it with the grey stain, which is going to blend in with Tara's dark post that she's painted over there. Now, the tip when the sun is shining like this is not to coat too many boards at a time. So I'll be going over 2 of them, and you want to make sure that you go with the grain.
These metal decorative panels are such a quick and really effective way to screen off an otherwise ugly view. And of course, I am referring to the rooftops, not my good friend John here. Hey, John.
That's right, Tara.
He is beautiful. These panels were so easy to install, and don't they make a huge difference?
I need some weight over here. Someone want to help?
Yeah, mate, what do you need?
Oh, Jace, perfect.
Is that enough?
That is spot on.
Because I can halve it.
And for the landings, I'm just laying down some Merbau decking board.
The 2 main plants you're going to see from up on the deck is this water housier or weeping lily pilly, and then another hedge we're going to put through that higher garden bed. That one there will kind of hug the deck and make it a little bit more private. This one will grow up, put those poles there into proportion because it'll max out between 5 and 7 metres.
I love these sails, they're so fun. Ah, there you go.
Look at that, Saz.
Twist the turnbuckle.
Beautiful.
You stretch it in. Look at that, that's so good.
It is cool, isn't it?
Well, hopefully it'll be a lot cooler. Do you need to stretch? Oh, you got one. You hooked it.
Oh, the wind was on my side. Look at that.
See, Joe Griggs can't walk under this, but we can. We're fine.
That's her fault for being so tall.
It's cooler already.
You can feel the difference, can't you?
Absolutely. I like the fact that there's 2 and it's a little bit architectural and it breaks up the brickwork.
Oh, you learned that from Pete Calhoun, did architectural. Yeah, he's using big words again.
Now, the garden down here is pretty simple. I want people to look at it rather than have to worry about it. We've got lily pillies. This one's Acmena Smithii minor. A little bit smaller, more compact, tight leaf, make a great hedge. I reckon if it got to about 200 or 300 mil high in the handrail, it'll look perfect. Then we step down, kangaroo paws, lamandras, and little cousinets. Now, these spread out to about 1 metre to 2 metres. So what they should do is spill down and hide a bit of the wall and soften it. And up here, little oriental pearls. Now, I planted these in my dad's backyard, and about 18 months later, they've never been pruned and they keep a really nice tight ball. So in other words, next to no maintenance on this garden, but you've got all nice contrasts and it'll always look good.
Hey.
This barbecue's got the lot, Adsy.
It does have a lot, Taz. It's even got the kitchen sink.
Certainly has. Wok burner storage too. That's very nice.
Look
Nice
at that.
high bar table. Nice little prep station.
Oh, yeah.
I made these, rather proud of them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Good work, Taz.
Amazing, huh? So as long as they keep the water up to these plants, they're going to grow and flourish out here. What do you think?
Yeah, that is awesome.
Living coffee table.
That's wicked.
A few soft furnishings to bring the comfort factor.
Tars over you.
Makeover 1 for this house complete. And I think
Yeah, but not the last.
it's not the last. We've got so much more to do. Hasn't this house got some potential, huh?
It's come up an absolute treat.
I like all of the shades, and compared to what we had here before, remember that dry old deck, totally barren, it was like being on Mars. Look at it now.
Yeah. Who's more comfortable?
You couldn't stand out here the other day.
No, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. And more importantly, there was nowhere to sit out here the
Yeah,
other
all
day.
right,
Yes.
to that, cheers. Job well done.
Well done, that's it. High fives.
Drink, there you go, there you go.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Ching ching.
Well, we're back at the makeover home, Mo, and doesn't it look fantastic? Now, when Tara, Adam and I were here, we really transformed this bland, dry deck into something that's a beautiful outdoor room. And I tackled the area down here, hiding the ugly goings-on underneath the deck. But by doing that, I created the next job, which is this pathway between the deck and the shed. But I guarantee you, if you've got a house and a block of land, you've got a path somewhere, whether it be for access to your bins or just getting a wheelbarrow into the backyard. And I'm going to show you how you can build a path that's pretty, practical, and its price point is perfect. All right, so what I'm going to build is a little path out of sleepers. It'll look like a boardwalk. So to get it nice and straight, I'm going to run a string line as a guide for some treated pine rails, which will be the base for my path. So the sleepers come in 2.4 metre length. So if you could work to that, you can have next to no offcuts. What I've got here is a 1.2. I cut one in half, no waste. I put the other one at the end of this line, and I'm putting this one at the end of that line. That staggers my joints, which gives me strength. Now we're just going through with some road base and levelling them all off. The reality is, by the time I screw down all the step treads that go on top, it's going to be big and heavy, and it's going to bed in. So these sleepers are going to get chopped down and become our steppers, but I'm painting them first purely and simply because it's a lot easier on me, and it's a lot easier to do a good job. If they're in position and you had to paint every side, you'd be down on your knees, hurting your knees and your back, and you'd struggle to do a great job. Up here, you can see everything, and you're standing up straight. Now, I've just left those two bugles out a couple of centimetres so every kid in the street stubs their toe. No, I haven't. I'll push them down later on. But what they're for is to run a string line to the two screws I've put down the other end and then back up this side. So when I put every bugle in, it'll be just next to that string line, giving me a nice straight line. And when you stand here and you look at the detail of all the screws in a perfect straight line, you'll think you've got a chippy in. Well, the proof is in the pudding right there, because Hayden's 6'6", he's 240 kilos, he's built like a backyard dunny. And the deck, it hasn't moved a centimetre, and he's coming over with about 3 tonne of soil in each one of those wheelbarrows. So this here is structurally sound, considering it's next to no structure. Pretty simple planting on each side. I'm just going to put in a few Lemandra Tanicas here and there. Some native violet can disperse over the whole thing, and I might even throw in a couple of these cousinettes. The reason why I'm putting them in, I'm going to tell you, it's to tie that garden into this one. The reality is, I had them left over. Looks better already. With the Lemandra, it alternates from side to side. If it's here, it's definitely not on the other side, because if they grew over, you wouldn't see the path. Where if it does spill out and take up a bit of this, it doesn't matter. You can walk around it, and then this one might spill out and you can walk around it. So you zigzag through a straight path. And I threw the lily pillow at the end because it was leftovers from what we did last time, and it's better than looking at that fence. You know, there's certain jobs that you want and certain jobs you don't want. My one is the good job. Oh, sorry, mate, I didn't see you there. Working up a sweat, mate. Just killing two birds with the one stone, washing down the boardwalk and also watering the plants. Now, I tell you, I reckon this is more practical and more cost-effective and easier to do than putting down steppers and laying them on mud. Ties in perfectly to what we did in the first show. Well, we're back at the makeover house, but we're not landscaping, we're gardening. And I'm excited because rather than showing you what to do and then you have to guess the result, we've got the whole year to show you how it repairs and becomes better. Hedges add a lot of street appeal, and a good hedge can make your house look $1 million bucks. And quite frankly, it's pretty easy to do. Now, the hedges I'm going to concentrate on are the biggest ones in this backyard, two different types of lily pillies. You've got Syzygium australis and Acmina smithii. And with these two different styles of hedges, you need to use two different styles of pruning. But don't worry, the basics are always the same. For lots of people, this is an absolute mystery. They don't know where to start or where they're finishing. So if you're nervous about it, just cut light and do it a few times until you get used to it. I go through, do the whole thing, sort of look down the line, see bits that are sticking out, and take them off. And you really can't get it wrong with something like a lily pilly. Once you've gained a bit of confidence, you can then shape the top with a hedge trimmer. And you can pick up something like this quite cheaply. That takes care of the Acmina. And for the Syzygium, this hedging is pretty much done with secateurs and loppers. But the good news is every branch you cut will encourage new growth. And that's what you want with a hedge. All right, here's a little lesson about hedges. If you look through here at about 2/3 up, you can see that there's a little bit more foliage. That's the last time this hedge was brought down. So what I'm going to do is come in here just below where it's pruned last time and give it a haircut so the new growth will go where that growth is. It'll be a manageable height. So pruning a big hedge and cutting it back hard leaves you with one big problem. Lots and lots of green waste. Well, I've got to say, that took me about 10 minutes or less to do. It was a lot more fun than jumping in the ute, driving to the tip, paying a fortune. And the byproduct, well, it's something I'd probably buy anyway later on. So it's a win, 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 win. To encourage new growth, I've put down a soaker hose and I've added some compost and rooster booster. It's really important when you're using fresh green mulch. For the green to break down and decay, it has to take nitrogen out of the soil. So if you've got plants in your garden where they're sort of going yellow from the base up, it means you need to add a little bit of nitrogen. But these guys, probably getting the first love since the day they were planted. The truth is, we could probably have left these hedges, not mentioned it, and when we did all the big expensive stuff, you wouldn't have even noticed it. But the reality is, this little makeover could be one of the best things we do all year because it'll be lush and green and healthy, making everything look happy. And it took us only a little bit of time. We got free mulch out of it, and it's just a rewarding job. And the best thing about it was I finished it, never had to get off the ground, and I've still got all 10 fingers. Grow, my little lovelies.
Ah, here we are again, back at the makeover house.
Yes.
Heaps of work's been done on the outside, but you know, I reckon it's high time we christen one of the rooms inside, don't you?
It has to be the lounge room. It's the entertainment hub. And it's getting a little bit cold out here.
It is. The weather's changing. Come on, let's get inside and see what we can do. So here it is in all its glory.
Yes,
the lounge
it's
room.
big.
It is, it's cold though, don't you think? It looks like a doctor's waiting room. I mean, the furniture configuration, it's not very inviting.
Yeah.
So my plan for this is I want to make it the room that they can all hibernate and just sit and relax and watch TV. I just don't think it's doing it now. So we need to get this lot out and make it warm and cozy and full of texture.
Sounds great. It sounds a lot better than what's here at the moment.
Absolutely.
Want a pair of pears?
I've got a pair of pears. I'm ready. It's all got electrical leads. What do they do?
Oh, yeah, this is top class here. It's like an aeroplane chair. That's only if you travel first class like me, but...
Like you.
What's that?
Look what I found.
Is that the dirty sock?
It's one of life's mysteries, the missing sock. I found it.
More chairs? How many more chairs do we have to have? How many people live in this house?
I've got a lot of chairs.
This is unbelievable. I really do need to relax here. I just need to rest my heart.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's talk turkey.
What's happening, Taz?
I think that the way that this room was situated was wrong. I just didn't feel that there was any what we call focal point. So focal point could be a television, it could be a fireplace, but in here I think we could do both. If we do a chimney breast all the way down and incorporate one of those gorgeous gas fireplaces, because we've got a dark fireplace, we go black caviar, one of my favourite colours. So white wall, timber, like a bench seat with cushions, nice light in the corner, so beautiful.
Really amazing.
So then, of course, on this wall, if we want to incorporate that TV, so if we can frame it up with some timber, again, the marine ply to carry that texture over here. And then on either side, we can have shelves for storage. And then underneath, we can have pull-down doors. So it's like a built-in unit, but it's floating.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to paint these walls. And
I love having stuff to do, Taz.
You do, I know.
That's it. I can't wait to get the fireplace going, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it's not chilly.
We're back at the makeover house and we're finally tackling a room inside, and that is the lounge room. I've left Tara with the painting and I've decided to come out here to start making the frame for the fireplace. I'm using some 70 by 45 and the first thing I need to do is start cutting it to size. All right, let's get this frame together. There we go. So this is one side of the fireplace. I'm going to make another frame exactly like this, and then one that will join the two sides together. Before I get these frames attached, I just need to remove the skirting and the corner, so I'm using a multi-tool to cut it out. That way, our frames will sit nice and flat against the wall.
How are we going?
Oh, very good, Tara. Perfect timing.
That's great.
An extra set of hands. Can you hold that one?
I am holding it. I'm done. I'm here.
You're done.
This is so good. You know, it's going to add a lot of character to this room already. Just a little bit of structure. Stops it just being so boxy, don't you think?
Definitely. Okay, yeah, this fireplace is massive. I
Love
cannot wait to see it fired up.
So shall I just keep standing here?
Yeah, you just stand there and I'll see you later. Yep.
Don't leave me.
You right?
Yeah, I'm good.
So we're going to go in between the frame.
All right, you in? Yeah, we're good.
See, Taz, what would have I done without you?
Teamwork. There you go. How great. I love a chimney like this. So
Yeah, that's
good.
cool. Look at that.
And it's something for Santa Claus to come down as well.
Wow, how grand is that, Taz? This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, room's better already.
Love it. All right, I'm going to start shooting it off.
Okay.
Isn't this fireplace a beauty? Now the frame's complete, we're going to slide it into place and then we can run the flue up through the ceiling and out the roof. You all right, mate? And as this is a gas fireplace, you'll need to call a licensed fitter to connect it all up. This is a feature that opens up the room and adds warmth. It's instant and clean, and all you need is a gas connection. The frame you build around it can take any shape, but you have to check frame clearances to ensure it doesn't overheat. You don't need council approval, as you would if you wanted a real log fireplace. Yeah, the frame's complete. I'm just going to start wrapping this box with plaster. Once this is all on, I can start stopping it up. And what a feature this is going to be in the lounge room. It's massive.
How are we going?
Ain't gorgeous or what?
And you are gorgeous, but so is this. That is so cool.
It's fantastic, isn't it? And just the grand size of it. And I decided to go with the logs, so you could have pebbles.
The colour of that is going to pick up the TV cabinet beautifully. So good, well done.
And there's select caviar that's going to be going on here, isn't it?
I mean, I could just go white. It looks beautiful white, but I think having this dark is just going to draw you in, which is what we wanted to do.
But it's really going to pop in this room, isn't
So
it?
good, and thank you for the ledge for my cup.
That's it. So what I was thinking, can you do the painting?
Yep, absolutely.
And I'll get started on the bench seats.
Double deal, well done.
Black caviar! Never looked better. That's amazing. Loving it. I've made a bench seat out of a simple boxed frame and topped it off with some marine ply. Oh, yes. I told you, me and Black Caviar, we're best mates. How are you, buddy? You gonna keep me warm?
See, I do make you a cup of tea occasionally.
I love it, thank you.
It's all right, I couldn't find your cup though. I thought Hodgies would do fine.
Oh dear, no, I can't drink out of this.
I'm loving this so much. And then, onto the beast over there.
A big job, the entertainment unit. Another big job you've got for me, Taj. You keep me working, she just keeps me going and going.
You love it, you
I
love
do
the
love it. I
hard
wouldn't have it
work.
any other way. It keeps me young. Tara has asked me to make a massive wall-hung entertainment unit, which will go perfectly with our massive fireplace. Now, the gas has been connected by a licensed fitter, and they've run a flue through the ceiling and out of the roof. It's already in action, warming up the room. Now, it's going to be wall-hung, and the purpose of it is so when you walk past, you don't see behind the TV. To make it, I'm using this marine ply, and she's going to be putting a grey wash on it, which will really complement what we've done in the room so far. You can see I've got everything cut up like a flat pack, so the only thing left for me to do is to put it together. I have numbered it all, so hopefully it goes smoothly. What could possibly go wrong?
That is looking good.
Hey, Taj.
Scaling it up.
You asked for massive.
Yeah.
We are making it massive.
It's good, I love this ply. It's good.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think I'm going to stain it though. It's a bit yellow, so I think I'm going to go for a slightly more grey look.
Fantastic. Well, it's good you're here because you can help me out, Taz. There's a lot of work to do. Sound good?
Well, I've got a little project in mind.
Oh, here we go.
I just want to whip something up, you know, above the chimney there. It's a bit blank. So if I can just do that for 5 minutes while you get on, promise I'll come back and give you a hand.
I'll hold
Don't
you
finish
to
it
it.
and bring it
I'll
back.
hold you to it, Tara. I'll make sure I take my time so there's something for her to do.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Now, I've got the main perimeter frame screwed together. For the rest of it, I'm going to be using these 50mm bullet head nails. That way, when we come to putty them up, you're not going to be left with a big hole. It'll just be nice and small. I'll use a punch to put it in, and then just some pine putty over that. You'll never even know there's a fix in there. And for the top, I'm just mirroring what I've done down the bottom. And a good tip, you'll see that I've got this MDF here. That's exactly the same size as the TV that we're going to be using. That way, I know, once I've made this whole entertainment unit, the TV will fit. Nice, like a glove. And finally, to finish off our entertainment unit, I'm just adding these 2 shelves on the side, which will make a nice box for our TV to sit in.
For above the fireplace, I want to create a piece of art that is really natural and textural, almost like a sculptural element for the room. So my plan is to use this gorgeous cotton sash cord. Now, because this will be dimensional, I need to put it in a frame that has a little bit of depth. This one is an upcycled picture frame. Now, to give it the depth, what we've done is just made a simple box at the back, just using pine, which we've screwed together and attached to the frame itself. Now for the colour, I want to have it tie in with the black caviar of the chimney breast, so the real star of the show is the rope. So first job is to get this frame painted. Now for the backing board, I've just used a piece of MDF and painted that the same colour, the black caviar, which really makes the lightness of this cord stand out. So this is going to be like a textural kind of free-form version of weaving, I guess you could say. It's not really macrame, it's kind of, you can make it up as you go along. So the cord itself is just lashed together just with some leather cord, which you can get from the craft store. So you just lay one within the cord and then just very carefully do a simple reef knot, and then once that knot is in place, you can go on and do the next one as well and just keep working across. So that's 7 cords neatly together like so. Now for the weaving itself, I've just cut some of this cord to varying lengths, smallest to widest, and secure it in place. And for the frame, use one of these little paintbrush combs. You can find these from the hardware, and they're what you use to clean that sticky paint out of your brush when they've started to dry. So this is really great for just taking to the ends of the cord. So that adds a lovely fluffy element to the artwork. It's really fun. So that's the basic idea. Now all you need to do is just work with those varying lengths all the way down and just gap them evenly apart, and you'll find that your artwork will start to grow before your eyes. All right, the moment of truth. Let's get this frame on and see how we're looking. It's pretty amazing, I love it. So all I have to do now is add the glass, pin the whole thing together and get it hung on the wall. It's pretty fab, don't you think? Look, you just continue to impress me today. It's amazing.
Taz, I'm on telly.
You are.
Do I look good?
You always look good. Very cute.
I've always wanted to be on TV.
All right, let's tag team.
Yeah.
You done here?
I am done, and you're finished with the fireplace?
I'm done in there, so I can carry on out here staining. Perfect.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good. This is amazing. It's huge. Okay, all right, I'm gonna get started. We've done a lot of work today, but there's still a bit to go.
There is, Taz. What is happening next?
Well, we need to clean up, of course. We've got to hang the curtains, add the rug, bring back the sofas, and add all those pretty finishing touches.
Ah, I like the pretty stuff. Feeling strong?
I am feeling strong.
Fantastic.
Ooh,
What are you doing? You got a lift?
Ooh, oh, no. Oh, don't just stand there. Oh, that would be lovely.
Are we right? Yeah. What's going on down there? You're too
Bend
far
your
away.
knees, that's
You
really
ready?
heavy. Oh my word, I'll just level things.
Up as light as a feather. That's all right. Be back.
Thank you. See you
Good
next
work,
week.
Scotty. The doors are a piece of marine ply with some added hinges. And to mount the TV, I've just made this plywood box, which I'm going to mount here, and I'll be able to hide all my cables. Then I'll put the face piece on, we'll have the bracket, which I can then hook the TV on, and it'll hide everything. All right, so in theory, Taz,
In theory, I love your theory idea.
we should just go hard against. Oh, that's the noise we want to hear.
Is that good? Do I let go?
That definitely let go. Look at the size of a TV. Look at the cabinet. That's all the big ticket items, Taz. What's next?
I reckon we should add all the little bits, the pretty details, and of course the cushions, because we all know it's the cushions that bring the room
That means I can
together.
do some karate chops.
This is teamwork.
Yeah, that's it. Ready?
Do you like the curtain track on the ceiling idea?
Yeah, definitely, Taz. It'll keep all the warmth in here on those cold winter nights.
You know they say you lose about 10% of the heat in the room through the windows?
Yeah, that's right.
Did you know that you can get beautiful curtains like this special order from Bunnings? Ah, nice. Finally, a bit of warmth underfoot.
Definitely. That is awesome. All right.
There are are a few little secrets when you're styling up shelves. I guess the first one you always need to know is don't overclutter them. Keep everything edited and choose things that you really love or have nice shapes. You can edit out your books so they include the colours that are harmonious with the room, and always try and include a little bit of greenery because it just adds so much to a set of shelves. Nicely done.
Oh, Taz. How nice is this?
So good. I'm really proud of this room. It's so beautiful.
It is.
It's so different to what we started with. You remember when we came, it was just congested with furniture.
Yep.
It had no real, I guess, character and soul and no focal point.
And no flow.
No flow.
Yeah. You know, we wanted to bring warmth to this room. Obviously, the fireplace does this, but also I think the way that it's been set up, it feels so much more cosy.
Yeah, I think what works for me is by sort of diluting the walls, making them white, they become the backdrop.
Yep.
The sofa never really shone before. The colour was just a bit drab, but now it really sings.
Yes.
And it talks to this, which is lovely. So the colour in the grey is so nice and textural. And you can still walk through there, so we haven't really blocked that flow.
Yep.
And it's just a lovely centre point for the television, don't you think, having that design around it?
I tell you what, I love it, Taz.
And just skewing the whole thing this way. We've got this really elegant, classic
Beautiful.
fireplace. And you could sit here, you could actually sit here, but, you know, all in all, it's a nice design. It's a very grown-up room, don't you think?
Definitely.
This is the sort of room I think that anyone could do. It's very achievable. It's a very normal space. Plywood's not expensive. That kind of curtaining's not expensive. It's just a new rug and a focal point here. So all in all, I think we've set the bar very high for this house. First room for our makeover house.
Definitely, Taz, and you know what that means? We've earned a spot on the
I
couch.
think we have. Let's sit and think about all the other rooms we have to do.
That's it. Oh, that actually is a big TV.
It's huge, isn't it? Imagine seeing ourselves that large.
Wow. Now, even if you're not going to replicate everything that we're going to be doing here, there is going to be plenty of take-home tips that you can use at home.
But we need to start with my favourite, and I'm lying. We need to start with the clean out.
Woo! Come on, Jace, get involved!
Here, give us a hand. I'm getting old.
Come on, mate, a bit more, a bit more.
That's got to go.
All right. Hey!
Well, it's a good time to stop and talk to you. Now, this was originally a courtyard, and then the garden's taken over, and it was really just an access point to get to the carport and the front door. We're going to turn it back into a beautiful courtyard.
Pebblecrete, I mean, it's really dated. It definitely served its purpose, but the problem is these stones are really slippery, so when it rains, it's actually dangerous to walk down to the front door.
Well, I reckon they're quite good compared to the dated tile on the front patio. Now, this slope, I might have been exaggerating it before, but I tell you, if there was 2 drops of water on there, and a little old lady with a crook hip, she'd be in hospital in a couple of hours after walking down here. Whee, slipping over.
So yes, this is going to be big. Over the next 2 weeks on the show, we're going to add a new front part. Then we're going to create a courtyard with decking and a sandstone retaining wall. And a new fire pit to cosy up the space.
Help me fix this up, will you?
You're all right, aren't you? It's only weeds. Come on, big boy, get
Come on, get into it. Who put all the weight on the right-hand side? Trick for young players. Stingers, why are you there? Jace. Ready? Yep. Now, I know it doesn't look like much now, but I'm going to get you up to speed. We've dug out the footings. The boys are still going hard on the second retaining wall.
Imagine if we dug this ground all the way back.
Oh,
So much digging, but just by terracing it, it saves my back and you watch it.
saves their back and me watching. What Ads is doing now is screening out the road base. We're going to compact that. The reason why I'm watering this first stretch of about 5 or 6 metres is I need access. The retaining wall is great big sandstone boulders, so I want to be able to get the truck in here and just crane them straight into position. So these moraines are going to come out and be put back in. Dan, you want a drink? Want a drink? Now, when you're taking the plants out, do them one at a time. Don't dig them all out and then start potting them up. It just means that you get a good feel for how big the root ball has to be to fit the pot. It means they're out of the ground for the shortest amount of time, so they go through the least amount of stress.
The idea here is to cover up this pebble concrete and these ugly tiles. A lot of you can probably relate to it when you've got an old style house like this one. Now we're lucky because we've got a step up in the floor, so I want to line up with the floor inside. To do that, I'm going to be using treated pine sleepers to make the frame and then covering it with decking boards. So that will be the one level all the way to here, and then it's going to step up. So the first thing I need to do is bust this concrete out. And for that, I've got Big Boy here to help me out. Let's go, mate. I came in like a wrecking ball, oh, and then I didn't break it all. Oh. No, it's not working. Yeah, come on. Oh, brilliant. That's my job done. Bring in the workers. Oh, they listen. That actually worked. That's amazing. I'll help them out. I'm a good bloke, and they need help anyway. Come on, boys.
We've made a bit of a mess during the clear out of the yard at the makeover house. It's looking a little empty. But as always, now is when we start to fix it all up, and in a big way. Well, I promised you big, the makeover house is getting big. Have a look at these bad boys, and that's why we're plonking. Not dig, not lay, but plonk. The retaining wall is great big sandstone boulders. So each of these stones is about half a tonne. Chances of moving by hand are done in Buckley's. Using a hydraulic lift on the back of the truck. Got these grippers down. Thank you.
Stonehenge, eat your heart out.
Stonehenge.
Hey.
Stonehenge. Best thing about these, once you get going, you can get a lot in quickly. It's all in the preparation. If this was brickwork, it'd take days. We'll knock it over in an afternoon.
Days? Your old man would get it done in a couple of hours,
Well,
mate.
he had to pay my feed bill. The other thing about them, as you can see, I'm using for its main purpose. They double as perfect seats.
Now, to get a straight line, we're working with the outside face because obviously on the inside here, it's all going to get filled up with soil. It's looking pretty good there, Jace.
Thank you.
I'm ready to start making the frames for our boardwalk. I'm using some 150 by 75 treated pine timber. That's H4, and I've decided to use that because we don't have much ground clearance underneath our frame. I've got all my measurements, so I'm going to cut up all the material, assemble the frames, and then I can put them in place. One thing you want to remember when you're working with material that's as thick as this and you're screwing it together is to make sure you do a clearance hole through the first piece and then a pilot hole through the rest. That way, your screw has a hole to follow and it will make the job a lot easier. Now the frames are complete. Now it's a matter of just levelling it up using some dyno bolts to hold it in place.
Mate, all the hard work's done, and it's looking good already.
It is, mate, and my back's feeling good after moving those boulders.
You've got to get it just right, because you don't want to move them later on, but it's
Definitely.
relatively easy with it doing all the lifting. What I like is when you walk in the old path, you've got all these angles and the level changes. Like, it might only be a step, but it's a point of interest, and it makes you go, oh, they're floating, or how those decks work. And when the boards are down, this is going to look amazing. With the stones done and Adam's sump frame down, the first part of our courtyard makeover is almost complete. Now it's time to deck it out and then lay the best lawn in the street.
All right, we're ready to start cutting up the decking boards. Now, I'm going to be cutting these oversized, and then once I've laid them in place, I'll be doing the final cut. Oh, look at the colours, gorgeous. It's a pretty good looking dance floor. Now for these boards, I've decided to go with 135 wide. And that's so it ties in with the decking boards that we used at the back. But I really do love this spotted gum board because you can see the variance in each board in colour. It is gorgeous and it really ties in with the colours on the sandstone. I'm just using these 4mm spacers. I've chalked a straight line, then I'll use this smart bit to pre-drill and countersink my holes before we put our screw in. If you do that every time, you can't go wrong. Now to fix it in place, I'm just using these stainless steel 50mm square head screws. Because now we can just get our straight line and run the power saw right through.
Now, the reason I'm getting rid of all the lawn is because at the moment, even though it's green, it's a bit of kikuyu, it's a bit of cooch, and it's a lot of weeds. Now, getting rid of the old lawn is super important so it doesn't grow through on the new lawn. That's where a turf cutter comes in. If you tried to do this by hand, you'd be here for a month of Sundays. And you know what they say, first impressions count for everything. So this front lawn is front and centre. Looks like I've got some competition. Morning!
Morning.
So if you get your timing right, you can get your delivery to come straight in, saving you hours on the barrow. That's using your brain and not your back. And when it comes to what you asked for, well, turf underlay's changed a lot over the years. It used to be really sandy with no organic matter in it at all. Now it's got heaps of organics in it because your lawn is just like every other plant. It needs stuff to feed on. Drivers, blow your horn. I've been working on the railroad all the ling long day. Learned that in year one. And again in year one the next year. Now we've got to the most rewarding bit, albeit the most physical, because you've got to lift these up and carry them in. What are we working with? Ta-da! DNA certified soft leaf buffalo. Why do they call it soft leaf? Well, when I was a kid, you get all hot and sweaty and then you'd lie on the lawn and the grass had little edges on it, like tiny little serrated scissors. Well, now with the soft leaf, you don't have that. So kids these days, they're spoilt rotten. Because if we do the outside edges first, we've just got to colour it in and it'll look $1 million in the next hour. Place looks better already. If you've got an old saw in the shed that's no good for cutting timber anymore, don't throw it out because it's perfect for things like this. The Hodgie Aussie grass saw is available in one size, it's guaranteed to be blunt, and it's yours for just $49.95.
Can I have my saw back, mate, please?
Sure, I was just sitting up here. When it comes to watering, it's super important that you don't let your turf dry out. Get a sprinkler on it as quick as you can.
This is a problem a lot of people have. Old tiles at the front of your house that you want to get rid of. Now, most of the time, you're going to have a step up like this one here. So I'm going to be using the decking boards to cover these up. The easiest way to do that is to use some treated pine sleepers. I'm going to pack them level and then bolt them down to the slab, and then I'll be able to continue the decking boards around. It's an easier way to do it. There's hardly any mess because you don't have to rip up any tiles. And to hold these sleepers in place, I'm just using these anchor screws. They're a little bit different to a Dynabolt, which usually flares out as you do it up. These ones, you can see they have the thread going all the way up, which means you're always going to grab to whatever you're going into.
Unlike ads who can go over the top of the tiles, because this pebblecrete's on a slope, we need to take it out. I lift it up off the ground. That's the hard bit, obviously. And then little G, because there's separation, hits it with a sledgy and it breaks nice and easy. Go to town. Oh, hello, sir.
How you going?
Your timing is impeccable.
Thanks
Can
very
I
much.
ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
How long have you done this run here for?
15 years.
15 years you put up with this letterbox?
Yeah, I'll get into it sometimes, yeah. It's just too low, you know, and yeah.
Time to say goodbye.
Oh, no.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Now we can't get any bills.
There you go.
Oh, no. Well, there's no cash in there, but
No
thank
cash,
you.
no checks.
Tomorrow
Thanks very
there will
much.
be a shiny new letterbox.
Perfect.
See you
Awesome.
then.
Thank you. See you later.
And once you have all the battens down, then you can just lay out and screw off all your decking boards. Feeling strong?
Yeah, Bucky, hoi hee.
Just lift it up, Jace. Good work, mate.
Try
Good
this at
work.
home, kids.
You all right? I'm trying to work out what's going on here. I should have spaced the joystick.
Yes, yes, ha ha.
Thank you, Jason. You're a champion. After all that effort getting in the frames, finishing it off is quite simple. Concreting in some stumps and screwing it off. And then we can continue cladding them in the decking.
All right, so our sandstone's turned up. It is as flash as a rat with a golden tooth. Costs a bit of money, so you'd look after it properly. Normally I'd pour a concrete slab, but we're in luck here. Nice firm footings. We've cut the stairs out without disturbing the soil, put down about 50mm of road base, compact it with the size 10s, and then going to lay it on some mud. Now, I say mud all the time, but it's really mortar, which means for every handful of sand, I can have 5 or 6 of these to 1 handful of the cement. Times that by shovels and barrels, and you do the same maths. And this is why you lay it on mud, because the mud's wet, it's nice and silky, it's got a bit of movement to it. When I put a level on it, I can see it's a tad high. When I said I was building the letterbox, it was a technical term, because actually Adam's dug the hole, almost lifting the sandstone for me, and then you've got to clad it with timber and make the hole and everything.
That's right. So I'm just hoping that the hole's deep enough, yeah?
Well, if it's not, you'll hear about it. But if it looks good, I build it. And if something goes wrong, you know, he's doing the best he can.
It's just the usual. Oh, look at this.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Now I just have to carve our faces into it, like those American presidents on the side of the hill.
All right, start chiseling, mate. Now, this nose, just a little bit smaller.
Yeah, the stone's not big enough.
Now, Jason and I have the sandstone block in place. I can get on to making the letterbox. Now, I've got all my material cut up. I'm using some marine ply. So the next step is to start assembling it. So that's the main frame of our letterbox together, but it's going to look pretty average if we sit this on the beautiful sandstone block over there. So to blend it all in, I'm going to be cladding it with this spotted gum decking, which will obviously match in with the decking boards that we've already laid. Now, the first thing I need to do is to cut out this slot out of the first board. That way, we've got somewhere to put our bills. To do that, I'm going to be using a jigsaw to cut it out. And to hold the boards in place, I'm just using some adhesive and these 50mm stainless steel decking screws.
Righto, Ads, give that a go, mate. Quick, quick, he's coming. Quick, quick, quick.
Wow, how good's that?
Perfect timing.
Absolutely spot on.
How does it compare to the neighbourhood?
Oh, mate, best one in the suburb.
Yes!
Best one, so well done, fellas. Yeah, it's got the postie approval.
Thanks, mate.
So,
Thank
we're
you.
already
Cheers.
See
taking
you
these,
later.
mate.
Catch you.
See you later.
Love a good postie.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate.
Now, Ads might have done all the hard work with making the timber box and cladding it and blah, blah, blah. I'm a builder. But putting the number on is just as important, if not more important, because, let's face it, you might get a few bills in the letterbox, but you get a lot of pizzas delivered to that front door.
Been a lot happening in this front yard, but there's one thing we haven't spoken about, and that's the fire pit that we're putting in. And with any fire pit, you need somewhere to store the wood. So I'm going to be making a timber frame. I'm using these hardwood sleepers. First step is to start cutting them up to size and making a simple ladder frame. All right. The other thing you'll notice, I've just gone around the edges with an electric planer to knock that sharp edge off. That way, no one will get a splinter when they're going to get their firewood out. Geez, I'm a nice bloke.
I've ordered another 25 metres of the Dino certified Sir Walter, and we're going to dress up the entrance.
Let's take a ride.
It's like rolling out the red carpet.
And we'll drive to paradise.
All right. I didn't say they'll light. And I've just repeated the process another 4 times. Now we've got heaps of space to tie the frames together. I've just got some offcuts of decking boards and I'm using these 50mm bugles. Thanks, mate. Free drill every time. Like a well-oiled machine. This is ready to light up.
Mate, I'm enjoying working with you.
Why's that?
Well, you made the letterbox, but I took all the glory because I put the numbers on it.
Yeah,
Now you've made this, and I'll take all the glory because I'll stack the timber.
because you're going to light it up.
But you can do the
love
bit
it.
down the back. My knees are a bit
Cheers,
sore.
mate. I'll bend down for you, Jace. Come on, keep it coming. No time for fun and games. We've got a fire to start.
Now we're going to colour in with the plants, and it starts to go from a landscape to a garden. You can see how it was before. Plain, lots of hedges, and a bit of maintenance. Well, the 5 different plants we're putting in, they'll be next to no maintenance. The ones I've got in my hand are called limelights. They're an acacia, which is a tree, wattle tree, without the tree. And this one here is a she oak, which is a great big tree without the tree, and it's called cousin it. They'll never need pruning. They'll just mound up and form little balls. This one, Miss Muffet, you might prune it once a year if you're lucky, but it does keep a nice ball shape. And then we've got Poa. That'll all be nice and full. We'll eliminate that slope. You won't be walking down there, but it'll still be nice and green to match the lawn. We're going to spot plant through here.
Jace, this letterbox is absolutely stunning. Suburb's best, apparently, and Posty approved. Haha, good timing, Jace. Look at this. Wowee.
Oh, so you got all the flash hardwood over there and you come with a bag of kindling.
Yeah, I learnt this tip from Bear Grylls and the starters.
Well, from down here, it feels amazing. And I love the level changes and the decking. It's just cleaned the whole place up and invites you to get to the front door. I know it's unusual having this kind of semi in a front yard, but I reckon if you've got the right neighbourhood, you plonk this in and they'll come from far and wide, and that's what it's about. It's about getting people together, having a chin wag like this and relaxing.
That's what it's all about, Jay. So basically you're saying we did all of this for a 5-bit.
Yes, we did all of this for a 5-bit. We could have just done that.
The makeover house is coming along and we're in the home stretch of this full home reno and we're pretty pleased with the results, if we do say so ourselves.
Oh, stop it.
We're not quite there yet. There is still one very important and large space to be done, and that's an area that possibly has the largest impact on any reno.
It's the kitchen and dining area, this very central part of the home. Do you remember our impressions when we first came here all those months ago?
I do. Overall, I think it's great. I think the layout works. I mean, for me, the only thing I would say is the doors.
It's a little bit yellow, isn't it?
It's a little on the yellow side. This is great. Black granite bench tops. But overall, this is a cosmetic job. This isn't big.
Fantastic. Well, if that's the case and it's more cosmetic, let's make it a little bit harder and throw in the laundry as well.
3 rooms in one.
We love a challenge.
You know, that's a laundry, dining room, and a kitchen, which, you know, it makes sense in the long run.
It does. Look, I mean, you get all the trades in at once and it might cost you a little bit more at the start, but it saves you a lot.
And a lot of mess. So let's just get it done and finish this place.
So what's first, Taz?
You know what it is. Clean it
Clean her
out.
out.
You love this part. Oh my God, that's heavier than I thought that.
God, these things weigh a ton, don't they?
See, everyone says it looks so easy on TV. It's not always easy, is it, Ads?
Well, I'd invent white goods that maybe weighed a little bit less.
I feel like I'm holding the intravenous drip here.
You're doing well, Taz.
Yeah. Over the years, I'm sure you've seen me hand paint a lot of kitchen cupboard doors. And sure, it is a DIY job. Anyone can do this, provided they've got time to spend on the doors and area to spread out, because you need to take all of the doors off and hand paint them. So you can actually send your doors away and have them professionally spray painted. So he's going to sand it all off and he's going to lime wash them for me. They're going to come back and look brand new.
With the fridge moving into the kitchen where it belongs, it's left this large area here, which is really dead space. So the idea is to make the laundry bigger, which is going to make it easier to be more practical. So what we need to do there is knock down this wall. Now, the first thing you do before you knock down a wall is check if it's load bearing. That means any weight coming from your roof and transferring down the wall. For us, we've looked, there's no load bearing point, which means I can start knocking it down.
There is a bit of a tip when you're removing your doors to have them refinished. Now, first up, what you need to do, of course, is always label your doors. That way you'll know where they go back to. So if you leave the entire hinge in place, once the door comes back, it's just going to fit perfectly, no need for adjustment. It's going to save you a lot of time later. Pretty good tip, huh?
The other thing you want to be mindful of when you're removing a wall is obviously the surfaces. You can see here we've got a light switch, and on this side we've got the gas. So you don't want to go swinging with the sledgehammer because you could hit the gas and blow the whole joint up. So a good thing to do is be careful when you're removing this plasterboard. On both sides you expose the surfaces and you get the licensed trades in to disconnect them.
You can't be serious.
What's going on, Taz?
It wasn't this wall. It was that one.
That's all right, I'll just call in the boys to patch it up.
Might be joking. Good job.
I thought you were joking. Jeez, Tara.
You look scared.
My heart skipped a beat for a second. Just for that, Tara, you can knock out the other wall. She thinks I'm joking. No, I'm serious. Just that little 600 wing wall where the fridges go, we just need it knocked out just so there's enough room to get
Done
the
in
big...
no time. Keep up the good work.
And now I can see our surfaces. I'm right to kick this wall in. Oh, yeah! That's how we do it.
Hey, this would have been... Can I do that again? Originally, this would have been where the fridge should have gone. So we need to take away all of these cupboards and, of course, the end nib wall, and it'll fit perfectly in here with an end panel. So, as luck would have it, it's all going to work out well. Ooh!
The question was asked when we first walked through this house, are these tiles going to stay or are they going to go? Well, the verdict's in, and I think this answers the question.
Is it bad to admit that I love a bit of demolition?
That's it, Taz. It got a little bit noisy, a little bit dusty, but we got through it all.
Certainly did. It looks so much better. I'm happy with it already.
Yeah, definitely. It just opens the whole place up, literally.
It does. So we've got some building work to do next, haven't we? So we're going to start building stud walls and just making it all good again.
That's right, because all the demo work's done, which means we can start putting this house back together.
Perfect.
Now that I took the wall down between the laundry and dining room, I need to put a new one up in a different position. But instead of making it in place, I'm going to prefab the walls out here. I've cut all my studs and then the noggins that go in between the studs to tie the frames together. Once I've got it laid out, I just need to nail it up. All right, and then we can take them in. Good thing about making them small is one man can carry them. So now it's a matter of just sliding them into place, plumbing them up and fixing them off with the nail gun. Once they're all in place, just like that, we have our new laundry. Then you would have noticed that I only glue on the middle studs, spacing them out about 200 mil. And then for the outside studs, we're going to screw them off all the way and across the top and all the way across the bottom. When it comes time to put the plaster up, you just want to make sure that you use the proper plasterboard screws. Plasterboard's up and I'm just stopping up the joints. Now, a good tip, if you haven't stopped up before and you're going to go for your first time, is remember that less is more. We're going to have to give all these joints 3 coats.
For the new nook that Adam's creating, I want to add some storage. So what my plan is to build caboodle cabinets. Now, you can get these down at Bunnings and you can get them in all sorts of different sizes and configurations. And if I'm really clever at how I do it, I reckon I can make this like custom cabinetry.
Ah, Taz, a bit of flat packing. Did you need a hand?
To my rescue,
Did you need a hand from the flat pack champion?
You could always give me a hand, you know that.
As a champion, I've decided to retire from flat packing.
You've handed over the baton, haven't you?
Well, beautiful,
because you know we've got plenty of flat packs to put together. I want to fill out that whole laundry space. And this is actually going into the nook in the dining room.
That's what the nook's for. I made the nook, so you'll be happy with that. Hopefully I've done it to the right size.
Hopefully you have. So do I have the Flat Pack Champion Award now? Have you handed it over?
Well, you and Jace have to fight that out.
Oh.
Don't worry, Taz, you've got him. He's easy.
Yeah, he's a soft touch,
easy,
isn't he? Thank you.
No worries.
thought he'd give me a hand. Time to get painting on, Adam. I know you love it.
You know I love it, Tara.
I know you love the painting, but hurry up, because this is top coat, that's only the undercoat. So
This is undercoat, all the plastering's finished. But the thing that I like, now we can see how big the dining room is, and there's still enough room for a table here, and we have a bigger laundry.
It's so good, isn't it? And do you know what I'm doing here? I'm actually continuing the colour from the lounge room through. So we're going to have this really nice continuity. Only this time we're using the kitchen and bathroom paint. So it's durable, but it'll keep the colour going. So hurry up.
All right, I'll hurry up. I'll seal this up
down.
so then you can come and put the top coat on, Taz.
Lime washing is one of those paint finishes that people think is just a little bit too tricky and too messy. You know, you've got to get the formulation right, you've got to get the ratios right. Well, this is an easy, foolproof way to do it. Some varnishes can actually be tinted. So this one has actually been tinted to liming white. Just check with your local Bunnings just to make sure that they can actually do it. Now, the idea with this is you brush it on in even coats along with the grain. Now, these benches we're going to be using in the laundry and in the dining room nook. So adding that thin layer gives it a really classic, sophisticated look.
And to fill in the space above the fridge, we're just going to put this black open shelf and we'll finish it off on the other end with an end panel. It is a bit heavy, so I've got Greg here to help me out. Good, mate. And the trick with this one, because it's going to be an open shelf, and on this side we're going to have the doors, we just want to make sure that we hang it past the thickness of the door. That way, everything ends up flush when the doors are closed.
Now, obviously, we're going to have our cupboards. They've been sent away to be sprayed, so they're all going to come back in. But this piece here, the end panel, it couldn't be removed to be sent away. So I have to paint that in situ. So to tie it in with Adam's end panel, prime with a shellac-based primer, then use your roller just to go neatly over like this. And then once that's dry, you can paint it any colour you like. So this is going to be black to match the other side. That's looking good. Tiles going down.
That's right, so we've got 22 tiles left, and that's just enough to cover this area.
Brilliant. Do you know, I'm so happy. It's all coming together beautifully.
A lot of work has been done, but there is still plenty more to come.
Can't wait. Come on.
That's it.
Our threefold attack on the kitchen, dining and laundry at the makeover house is coming along beautifully. The tiles have been in and the laundry is looking like a room again. Now, I'm very lucky to have my good friend John here, who's very obliging and helping me out with some of the painting. So what he's working on here, we've got some V-board that we're going to put into the nook in the dining area, and this is going to be our accent colour. It's this beautiful green called spirulina. I love having green because it brings the outside in. Now, this table, well, it is amazing. This is the most solid piece of furniture and too good to throw away. The only thing I think going against it is the dark colour. It just ages it a little. So the options, paint, why not? But you can sand, you can prime, or you could take the easy route, and that is to use chalk paint. This is a paint that dries with a velvet matte chalk finish. I'm going straight onto the furniture. I've not sanded, and the coverage is absolutely amazing. It dries super fast, and when it's dry, all it needs is a coat of wax.
It's all good now. It's all good.
I hope you did give me the right measurements, because you'll be cutting again, I think.
No, we'll be right.
So good. Thank you, John, again. He's come inside to paint. Isn't he obliging?
Did you just handball the paint job?
I did. Okay, so what's the idea here?
We're going to sit this cabinet straight on top. We've got our studs marked out. I've pre-drilled some holes. So, fingers crossed this all works.
Come on, then. Come on. Time's wasted.
You just asked me a question, Taz. I can't do two things at once. You already know this. Nice. Right?
Yep, it's good.
Good work.
Doesn't that look professional? Just that little kickboard down below already makes this feel like custom cabinetry. You're a genius.
No, it's all built in now, so it's fantastic. And then to fix it off, just using these 60mm chipboard screws.
Honestly, you could do a built-in like this at home. Just find a corner that really works for you. I mean, here on the edge of the dining room, two flat packs screwed together and it just fits in nicely. So Flat packs forever, I say.
Definitely. Everyone needs more storage.
It's hard to believe he's on an hourly rate. Go, John.
Yeah, well. Jeez.
Ta-da!
Talk about a snug fit. At least we don't have to worry about fixing it off. What do you reckon, Taz?
It's good.
So you're picking up the black on this side as well?
Absolutely. So it brings the black from the kitchen over here, just an end panel cut down.
Yeah.
Bench top goes on. Then we've got all of this space in here for placemats and big platters. It's perfect.
Awesome.
More storage.
You know I love a good platter.
Yes. Well done. Isn't that great?
That is nice.
It's like watching paint dry though, isn't it? Beautiful. I love this green. It's good.
It's nice. Look at that. Hey?
I like it. So cabinets on top.
Oh, I thought I was done. I thought
No,
it was...
more cabinets.
Oh, it's not
More
working.
storage.
All right. What could possibly go wrong with that? To close off between the laundry and dining room, I'm using this beautiful glass door, and I'm going to be mounting it on a barn-style sliding system. The first thing I need to do is get the rollers out and mount it on the door.
Just to have some good time. Who wants to go all day and all night? Oh, who wants to party now? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who wants to have
Before we drill our holes to mount the rollers in place, it's a good idea to mount a piece of timber on the back to stop the holes from blowing out, because no one wants an ugly-looking door.
party time? Who wants to take a little time off? Yeah. Who wants to party? Yeah, yeah. Just getting started and we're never gonna stop.
All right, let's hope Tara's got that track on the wall so we can get this door up. All right, Taz, this door is ready to go. How'd you go with the track?
Yep, it's up, strong. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's
so
nice,
good.
isn't it? I'll make sure not to damage any of the paintwork. We
Yeah.
paid a fortune for this one, have you?
that Johnny is by the hour, and I tell you, he's taken a lot of hours for this. Yeah, that's brilliant. Barn doors are the hottest thing right now, and I think that's such a good space-saving idea as well, because in this situation, we'd have a door either swing in or out, and it's really going to impair both spaces.
Yeah.
Whereas this, look at this.
That's fantastic. Look at that.
Beautiful, and it allows that nice light to come through as well.
It
The
does.
only downside about having clear glass through here is you're going to have to keep that laundry.
Laundry clean.
Absolutely,
Yeah. Lucky I'm
spotless.
not living here.
Are you one of those, are you?
Yeah.
Laundry, blank canvas.
That's it, Taz. It's looking great in here. So to keep the costs down, we've obviously kept the plumbing and electrical in the same spot, but we've ended up with all this room.
It's so good. Just pushing that wall out has made such a massive difference to the space. Got a bit of a trick here. So a folding bench for the washing here and something open underneath for the washing basket.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
This little nook, you know, love nooks in this place. I'm going to turn this into like a mudroom area, somewhere where you can actually sit, a little cushion, you can hang your jackets,
Yeah.
and then a full run of bench top across there. Lots of cupboards. I do want to make something tricky for the window so where they can actually hang and air their clothes in that area, because it's not a very good view. So
That's right.
all in all, lots of cabinets, lots of storage. So let's get to it.
Well, I'd rather just keep talking so then I don't have to start work just yet.
Do some work.
Oh, yeah. Start with the biggest cabinet.
You can see there is a bit of continuity in here, black end panel to match with the other rooms, because you can see this room from the dining space. So it's nice to have rooms that link. So it's a good little tip. Beautiful. So again, lime wash timber to tie in with the dining room.
Well, this is exciting,
This is
Tara.
good, isn't it? It's a long bench top.
Very nice.
Very
it's all
happy.
tying together. There's still plenty of room. Loving it. And heaps of storage.
So much better than before.
Yeah.
Now, can you put the door on? Because I'm cold.
Oh, you're a little bit chilly, are you?
I just-
I can fix that up.
He needs to wear some clothes.
No, where am I
Amazing.
from?
Melbourne,
That's
yeah, I know,
right.
I get it, I get it. I'm all about practical design solutions, and because we're not installing a dryer into the laundry, what I want to do is create a drying rack that fits neatly within the window reveal. That way, we utilise the available space. Now, what I've done is measured within the reveal. I need to create a frame, and the ends just need pre-drilling, then everything can be glued and screwed together. Right, main frame built. For the drying rack itself, I want to have 6 bars, so I'm actually using timber dowel. You can buy this from Bunnings. Again, I've had it cut to size. Now, I kind of want to create a ladder. So to do that, you need a special drill bit. Now, this is called a spade bit, and what this does is it kind of digs out a small channel. You just drill very gently. Okay, once you're at the right depth, nice and neat, just keep drilling your way along. So a little bit of glue in each of the holes and screw the dowels in place. I didn't do it, it wasn't me. So let's take a look at how this is going to work. Well, the outer frame, that gets screwed into the window reveal, and this section, well, that's where you hang your clothes out to dry. So I'll hinge it so it comes forward at a slight angle, and when the clothes are dry, you can lock it back in place.
We're ready to put the new external door on this laundry, which is great because it is absolutely freezing outside and it is good to see the old door go. We've gone with the full glass panel so it lets all the light in and makes this laundry feel light and airy. The other good thing about this door is it matches perfectly with the bifold doors that I added on.
When you're working on new spaces for your home, often it's the materials that you choose that create the continuity or the flow throughout the space. Now, in the dining room section, we've added V-board here. This is a really popular material. It adds a lot of character and depth to a room. Now, we chose to paint it green. It's a beautiful backdrop for that space. But here in the mudroom section of the laundry, the area where we're going to hang the coats and sit and take off your boots, I still wanted that profile as the backdrop, but without the colour. So here, the emphasis will be on these beautiful linear profiles. Darling,
What's
sweetie,
going on, Tara? What is
sweetie.
going on? I don't like the tone in your voice.
It's just a little, there's something I need to change in here.
No.
It's just little.
But I'm going so well. I'm
It's
getting
fine.
through all the jobs.
It's just these. I know I chose these knobs, but I just don't think they work because they don't really match in with the ones from out there. But you know what little changes mean? Back to Bunnings.
Oh,
Not for you though, I'll do
dear
it.
me.
I'll do it.
No, definitely you're going to be doing that. But it sounds like I'm going to be taking more knobs off.
Well, you know what they say, it's a woman's prerogative to be able to change her mind.
And a smart man says nothing.
Absolutely, I'm back to Bunnings, fine. Our triple room attack on the makeover house is really powering on. The laundry is in good shape now, despite me changing my mind on the cabinet door handles.
Unbelievable.
Ah well, onwards and upwards, the kitchen awaits.
In the kitchen, the range hood is going to be a real feature. So we've gotten rid of all the overhead cupboards and we've kept this one carcass that we're going to be upcycling. So I'm going to jigsaw out this square here and that's where the range hood will go. I've cut up some MDF and some timber mouldings and I'll make another box out of that. To assemble the box, I'm just gluing and screwing it, and it will slide over our carcass. To finish it off, I've cut this nice curve that you'll see from the front of the box, and it sits right in there. And to finish dressing up this box, I'm just putting on this beautiful timber beading. It's really going to take this range hood through the roof.
To finish it off, an undercoat. And then a coat of black to tie in with our kitchen benches. Well, I'm really happy with the colour. It's fantastic. So now it's time to finish it. Now with chalk paint, you do have a couple of choices. You could varnish like an ordinary paint that just gives you a soft sheen, but I kind of want this to have an old patina, so I'm distressing it. So what I'm using for that is steel wool. If you want to add further protection and enhance the colour, use some furniture wax. Just give it a very gentle rub, and you can already see that there's a soft sheen about it. As you work, you might even notice just on the edge parts here, on the little corners where the paint's a bit thinner, you actually rub through to the base layer. I actually quite like that look because it sort of shows through and you get this colour contrast. So we've got this nice reddy brown showing through the dark graphite. It's a really beautiful combo.
What's that saying? Millimetre perfect.
Progress in the kitchen. That looks great.
You like it?
I love that.
Yeah, it's really going to make the range pop.
What do you think of these? Speaking of like.
Hey, we've got some splashback tiles.
Pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, very nice.
So I'm thinking these for the splashback here and also in the laundry.
Yep.
Everybody loves a subway tile. Classic, you can't beat them really, but these ones slightly different because obviously they're smaller and they have this nice bevel, which means that they really bounce light around the room. So I think these will look fab.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm picking up a bit of a flow here, Taj. You've got the green over there, and obviously we're going to see it through the laundry door because it's glass. So all these areas just get connected.
I know. So we planned it that way, huh?
Yeah, it's all starting to make sense to me.
Other thing I planned is, I think you should lay them this time. I've got other things to do. So.
Oh, no, you love just handballing work off to me, don't you?
Carry on.
When it comes to laying these mini subway tiles, it's great that they're on a mat because to lay each one individually would be a nightmare. But there's a few things that you do need to remember when it comes to laying tiles on a mat. You don't want to use a big notch trowel. So you want to go from maybe a 4 to a 6 notch trowel. Anything bigger, the glue's just going to squirt out through the grout joint.
Look, I don't know what your kitchen looks like, but for me, despite all good attempts, it inevitably ends up, by the end of the week, looking like a bit of an electronics dumping ground. We've got chargers for iPads, we've got phones, keys, you know, all of that stuff that just tends to gather. So what I want to do here is corral everything and just make it neat and tidy with a technology hub. So I'm starting with a flat pack. This is a 600mm wide cabinet. It's a wall cabinet. Now, did you know you can actually go to Bunnings and they can customise your cabinets for you? So if you don't have the skills or the tools to be able to cut down cabinets yourself, they can actually do the job if you just give them the dimensions. So for this one, it's a nice slimline cabinet. It's a box construction, it will hang on the wall, and just for the side panels, what I'm going to do is just clad them with black to time with the rest of the kitchen.
For the grouting, you just want to make sure that it's a toothpaste consistency. And when you apply it, you want to try and get as much of the excess off as possible. That way, it's a lot easier to clean.
Here we go, one last cabinet into the mix.
Another one?
Another one.
What's this one for?
This is the technology hub, so this is where all of the chargers and everything will go. Okay, I'm going to get this onto the wall. What are you up to
You need a
next?
hand?
No, I'm good.
All good? Right. I don't need any more work to do I, Taylor?
No, you don't. There we go. See, Adam, this is what I meant. This is a nice, neat solution. No more messy sockets. Look at this. USB cord goes straight in. You can plug your phone or your tablet there.
Yeah, awesome.
Close the door. If I drill a hole up through there, you can also keep it on top. What do you think?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Kitchen lighting is just so important. You really want to make sure you get the positions correct, otherwise you're going to end up working in your own shadow. So instead of flooding the ceiling with downlights, which casts shadow as you're working, what we've done here is we've placed them exactly where we need them. So we've got 2 above the stove, 1 on either side, and the same above the sink. Now for the island bench, we could have done ceiling lights, but something just a little bit more decorative is to add pendant lighting and just have this lower, soft ambience. And as you know, the rule of thumb in design is always go for odd numbers. So here we've gone for 3. I just think it looks better that way.
We're back in the laundry, and as Tara said earlier, we're going to be turning this little nook into a mudroom. That way, if you've been gardening outside, you can come in through the laundry and leave all your dirty clothes and shoes here before you go into the dining and kitchen. The first thing I need to do is put a bench seat here. So I'll be using battens and screwing them to the wall. I'll be putting 3 fixings in here.
Remember back to the way this kitchen looked before? Solid timber doors, but varnish that was so old it had actually almost gone orange. Well, there's nothing wrong with these doors, so we decided to refinish them. Now, we chose to go for a lime wash finish, and this is the result, before and after. Now, we had around 25 doors and drawers, so all up, if you're wondering about the cost, just under $2,000 to have them completely refinished. It sounds like a lot, but to replace all of these doors would have cost so much more. So we've added new handles, and I think the result's spectacular. We've almost got a brand new kitchen.
Tara, you need a hand?
Oh, I do. Someone tall, dark and handsome, but you'll do.
Definitely not me. These doors are gorgeous.
Aren't they amazing? Very happy with the result. Okay, you got that?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so we've got to get all these doors on.
No, you're doing well. You get there.
I love it. You just handballed me the whole job.
Let's see. Kitchen doors on? Check. It's exciting when it all starts to come together at the end. Next job is to install the drying rack in the laundry.
Although this does look like quite a permanent structure, in actual fact, what I've done is just pinned it with 1 screw on either side. It's great. So westerly sun, this is going to dry all of the clothes in no time. So all I need to do now is just add the chain. And when the appliances go in, you know the end is in sight. Oh, look at that. Ah, yes, it's in. Oh, job nearly done.
This is beautiful. This is where the fridge is always meant to be. It looks brilliant. Oh, I love it. All that's left now is to pretty our 3 rooms up. Of course, that's my specialty. Tara's lucky I'm here, and this triple treat makeover is done. Tars, how good are the handles?
So much better.
Yeah.
See, it was worth changing my mind for.
You were right, you were right. They're always right.
Right answer. This is brilliant. I love this space. So what do you think of the colour scheme?
I love it, Tars. I love it because it just flows through into the dining room and then into the kitchen.
What happens when you find out your best is good enough?
So good.
Yeah, it's awesome. And also, how good is this space here? Because before this was dead space, we used to have the fridge here, the wall was pushed back that way. So not only bringing the wall forward, we've ended up with a bigger laundry,
Yeah.
but it's allowed us to create this servery area.
And you don't even realise that that's missing now, that little bit of floor space, because we've given it so much storage again. So we haven't really lost anything, we've actually gained.
Yeah, that's right.
Turns out to be an amazing life.
And the fact that we've repurposed this table, or recycled, I guess,
That is absolutely beautiful. I can't believe it's the same table.
it's a great size, isn't it? And now that it's got the new colour, it just blends right in. And just flanking it with the gorgeous soft chairs rather than the hard chairs, because there's a lot of hard surfaces in this kitchen.
Now, I love the pink.
Well, it's actually drawn out of the timber. So, I mean, this would have to be one of my favourite parts. Being able to take the doors
Yes.
and refinish them. I think a lot of people tend to want to just rip out the whole kitchen. So instead of doing that, maybe it's worthwhile just stopping and actually seeing what you've got and what you can repurpose.
Yeah,
so
what you can work with,
this
yeah.
is classic. I mean, the bench tops dictated the whole colour scheme. And also this part here, you know, I love the fact that we've taken away the cupboards, but not, again, taken away the storage. It's still practical, it still works, but this has now become a focal point for
It's
the
a
kitchen.
feature. Yeah.
It's really beautiful. We have done well. This is what we set out to achieve. It's so good. Well done.
Yes, high fives to us,
Oh,
Tars.
so good.
That's a pass. Tick.
There you go, big tick.